Just a few days have passed since a historic late December blizzard rocked Buffalo to its bone-chilled core. More than 4 feet of snow fell in western New York, accompanied by wind gusts peaking in the 75 to 80 miles per hour range, and blizzard conditions that prevailed for up to 37 hours. So far, more than 30 lives have been lost, and emergency managers fear that more people will be found dead. The snow was mostly generated by a textbook bomb cyclone, the most intense breed of mid-latitude storm. Bomb cyclones are known for rapid drops in pressure, which intensify their impact. Typically, the more a storm's pressure drops, the stronger it becomes. Such fierce storms are not uncommon during the winter months. But usually, they take the form of powerful nor'easters along the eastern seaboard. Over land, such rapidly intensifying cyclones are much more rare. When they do develop over land, the upper Midwest and Great Lakes are favored regions, often during November. Some may recall the epic storm that sank the Edmund Fitzgerald on November 10, 1975, on Lake Superior. The bomb cyclone that walloped Buffalo was exceptional for occurring where it did and when it did. This is why the National Weather Service described it as a once-in-a-generation event days before it struck. How did freakish Mother Nature gin up such a monster? We'll tell the story from start to finish. Exceptional cold air mass sets the stage. The tale begins not with a storm but with an exceptionally cold air mass that was funneled south and east of the Rockies by an enormous high-pressure system on Thursday and Friday. Record temperature drops of up to 70 degrees in 24 hours hit several locations. The image below shows the Arctic invasion from the lens of a forecast model a few days before the cold air's arrival. The central pressure in that high-pressure zone approached 1060 millibars, close to record values for the western United States. A typical Arctic air mass in late December has a pressure of 1030 to 1040 millibars. The hyperdense, chilled air mass set up a whopping temperature contrast across the Midwest and Great Lakes. Temperatures in places just a few hundred miles apart varied by up to 50 degrees. The sharp differential was crucial, because mid-latitude cyclones derive their energy from such contrasts. Jet stream feeds developing meteorological bomb. The next important piece was the arrival of a potent and intensifying low-pressure zone, sometimes called a trough, at high altitudes over the upper Midwest. The trough is shown in the high-altitude weather map from Friday morning, below, as a red dashed line from just north of Minnesota into Ohio. Curling around this trough flows the jet stream, colored in purple and blue, which is the river of strong winds in the upper atmosphere. Embedded within the jet stream is a pocket of faster wind, called a jet streak, containing winds of nearly 150 miles per hour, indicated by the white arrow. Where air exits the eastern end of the streak, it rises vigorously. This zone of ascent is shown by the heavy black plus sign. Additionally, air exiting the eastern bend of the jet stream over the northeastern United States fanned out northward, as shown by the red arrows. Such spreading apart of streamlines at high altitude further stokes air to rise from below. The bomb cyclone forms. All of this rapidly rising air over the eastern Great Lakes could mean only one thing: the rapid development of low pressure near the ground, i.e., the bomb cyclone, which took shape near the border of Ontario and Quebec. In western New York, the punishing winds, which lasted a day and a half, were driven by the pressure changes between central and eastern North America. Changes in pressure produce wind, and the cyclone's strength and slow movement. For many hours on Friday, gusts reached 60 to 70 miles per hour, with localized readings up to 79 miles per hour. The relentless winds and compromised visibility are portrayed below. It's easy to spot the period of blizzard conditions. This is the extended stretch of zero visibility in the lower graph in the panel. Much of the snow that fell in the greater Buffalo region was enhanced by howling, bitter winds passing over the relatively warm waters of Lake Erie. When the winds generated by the bomb cyclone blew from the southwest, they aligned with the long axis of the lake, maximizing the amount of moisture they could draw out. Even after the storm's main swath of snow moved north of Buffalo, winds on its outer circulation continued to extract warmth and moisture from the water, maintaining narrow streamers of lake-effect snow for many additional hours. Between Friday and Tuesday, Buffalo officially registered 51.5 inches, pushing its season-to-date total over 100 inches, more than 70 inches above average for the season to date and several inches above what it averages over an entire season.